The day I'd relive over and over again. So a couple years ago, it was like during COVID, right? And it was kind of shit because everything's going to hell, right? And I remember Anthony's dance studio closed down. That's the day I'd relive over. Welcome back to Care for Boys. Today, we are going to pick a day in our lives that we would relive over and over and over again, Groundhog Day style.
Wow.
If you could.
Jeez. That's a good question.
Oh, man.
There are so many dope moments. And I kind of... So for me, it was like moving to Hawaii, right? Every single time, I just had this feeling of like, oh, wouldn't it be good if we could stay a little longer? Or like, oh, I love being with my family here. But I just thought it was like, me in Maui with my family, and everyone likes being in that like reunion feeling, and you're like, oh, I want to recreate this. But I was like, well, I'm actually getting the same feelings without my family. So I was like, and I'm having it with my other friends, and then it's just the environment. And I'm like, how can I recreate this over and over and over? And I was thinking about this the other day, that I didn't know that I was trying to recreate that Groundhog Day, like you mentioned. But then when I was in the water, I was like, oh, this is what I just want to do every single day. And it feels like the first time, like it's the first drug.
How often do you get in the water over there?
Like a couple times a week.
Do you?
Yeah. Like,
so every time you're in there, you're trying to recreate like this thing you're chasing almost?
When I was sitting in the water the other day, so we would like, we barbecue at the beach now, so we just eat, and then I jump in the water, and I'm like, it still feels like the first time that I went there and I'm swimming, and nothing in my life has felt that.
That's awesome.
Where like over time everything loses its thing, right?
Yeah.
So like you get your first like joint, and you're trying to chase the last high, and then I'm like, the last high, I would say like snorkeling and things like that the novelty might go out, but the feeling of being in the water and swimming, it still feels good. Like the feeling of like you go in and you had a rough day, and then you get out and you feel refreshed again.
Yeah.
And it's these small little simple things of like just taking a shower. It's like that. It's like so fucking good. Yeah. But I like that. I like always being in the water. And if I could be in the water like twice a day, I'm super fucking happy.
That's the Hawaii effect, baby.
I don't know what it is about the water there that's different from here.
It's the wind too. It's the air.
It's everything.
It's
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
It's the aura.
It's the slow pace and the peace you receive from it.
My life is pretty high paced over there, but then it's I get to unwind really quick.
As far as like stress relief, right? There's probably nothing else that really matches that like mindfulness that you get when you're just in the water and you're by yourself and you're just present. You're not thinking about anything else. You're probably not thinking about too much work stuff.
And it's pretty quiet when you're in the
We
water.
lost like over $1 million in crypto, right?
Oh, yeah.
A couple weeks later, I'm in the water in Hawaii looking like this, and I'm like, I should be really fucking sad right now.
Can you have like drinks on the beach in Hawaii? Or do they
I mean, people brown bag, and then people smoke
Brown
weed.
bag
I
in the
mean, you
water?
know, like,
Because I was just in Miami, people are rocking the fucking Trulies and shit, and I'm like, this is the goddamn life.
That's hard to beat though.
something about beach.
Beach, everything, beach, man.
You have
I can't
naked
vacate
ass
on the beach.
people that are hot as fuck, and you're just sitting there.
Yep. Spying on the highs with your sunglasses on, baby.
Can't see.
Well, that's what a lot of.
Yeah.
That's
You
what.
You
My eyes
don't
are
know what
wide
I'm doing.
open.
My eyes are like this.
That guy's smiling a lot over there with the
That's why
sunglasses.
the locals don't mind just having a regular job that pays the bills.
But they're already in paradise.
They're in paradise already. So they don't care about becoming a millionaire because now they're just like, it doesn't matter. Bills are paid. Let's just go to the beach.
It's the funniest thing, right? It's like, be a millionaire. Why? So you could retire. Why? So I could retire and be in Hawaii. It's like, I'm already in retirement mode, bro.
So quit Jumbi, sell everything, dude. Let's see what you do.
Don't be a pussy.
See what happens, dude.
I just love business.
Yeah, that's his hobby,
No,
man.
you get joy from that too, right?
Well, I think the thing that I've always wanted is like the balance of having access to a vacation space really quick. So it's like, you do your work, you do what you gotta do, but less than a 10-minute walk, I could just jump in the water.
Right.
Or like, I could call up my friends, and then because of that lifestyle, everybody's just available to have a barbecue. or like do normal people shit. I can't do that here. Everybody's hustling, everybody's working. You gotta schedule someone's time like 3 weeks in advance. Like you can't live that normal like bro life.
How hard is it to get to the beach for you?
Not hard at all.
Like how many minutes are we talking?
Dude, okay, so from Jumbi, my store, it's like 20 steps.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
just,
whoa.
if you're looking at Jumbi or in front of you, you just take a right.
Look for the surfboard.
And there's the water.
There's
that
the
right?
water. Like behind, like behind the water, there's a hotel and then the beach. So if I wanted to, there's been days where before work, I would just swim real quick, take a shower, go into my office, change, and I'm just like in.
That's sweet.
Wow.
I have a surfboard
You're
in my
mopping the
office.
bathrooms.
Yeah, that we just pull up. Brownie calls me up. We're like, hey, wait, let's go surf. I just pull up, walk across the street, go surf, come right back.
Sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
Sick.
From my apartment, about a 15-minute walk.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
If
I
I
live
drive
in LA.
2 minutes.
People,
Yeah.
LA,
Yeah.
LA weirdos. They're like, oh yeah, no, LA has the beach. And I'm like, bitch, you gotta. It's 2 hours to the beach.
It's not even the same beach.
Park. You gotta hope there's a parking spot.
Yeah.
Like you could get.
You can't even see what's in the water.
And every day of the week,
Yeah, it's
all right,
not- it's not
every day of the week, you know, Ala Moana Park, or all over the island, right? You don't matter if you're in the middle of a work day. There's tents with families just chilling and barbecuing
Wow.
all day. Samoans, Micronesians, everything, right?
All kinds.
And I was like, when do people have time to do that? Then I became that group. I was like, me and Hannah, what we would do is like, okay, hey, what are we doing for dinner? Oh, you know what? Let's just go grab some meat. Now I have a kit. I just set up real quick. Less than 10 minutes. We just set everything up. We just start grilling and we're having dinner, like barbecuing.
That's cool.
And we're looking over. There's tents, families, and I'm like, this is why. This is like, it's you have access to this shit quick.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
And I'm like, for LA, I gotta plan that shit.
Right.
And you can't just go and barbecue at the beach. You could probably do it with your friends in the backyard, but like,
Does David complain? He's like, dude, what are you doing? You're supposed to be running the store. What are you doing barbecuing on the beach, dude?
I'm hearing you're not. I'm hearing you're not there.
I got more ideas to give you, but you're just on the beach.
The best part is driving there and just parking, walking out. There is no extra.
nope.
Back up,
Nope.
go pay 20.
Nope.
Put the ticket back in the window.
Nope.
It's just
We
you
park.
walk, park.
I have my cart in less than 15 minutes. I have all my shit already set up and I'm grilling. And then so from there, you have a big full stomach, you jump in the water real quick, wash out all the fucking grease, and then in about an hour, you're done. So it's like you can still do these things. It's not like a whole like in LA, you gotta fucking drive 40 minutes to the beach. You get there, you're paying for the thing, you're doing all this stuff, and then like you know, it takes a while.
It sounds like you are living this in Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he is.
You are doing it.
That's dope.
JK Hawaii trip?
Yes, come down, guys. Yes, I'm telling you.
What's up? What's up, Bart? What's up, Joe?
Dude, Hawaii is my final destination. I would love to get there.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
That's the goal, dude.
Do you remember when we lived in downtown LA?
You just can't afford it, yeah.
Soon.
In downtown LA, remember when we lived there, and then just by doing that, it cut out like about an hour and a half traffic driving. When we had our office in downtown, when we lived in downtown, it was so much more convenient. And I was like, when you live in LA, you spend about 2 hours every day of just driving.
Yep.
And I was like, when you gain those 2 hours back, there's just so much more shit that you can do.
When I started dating Nikki, she was some of the times I'd be so pissed by the time I saw her because I was in the car for 2 fucking hours.
Just going one way.
Yeah, and it would take me like, I would say probably a half hour just to settle down. She's like, "You're so pissed right now." I'm like, "I know, but it's got nothing to do with you, cunt." Just driving for 2 hours.
You know what's a Groundhog Day I would relive over and over is first day at camp of 5th grade. This is like the early 90s. But the first day at Astro Camp, it was like a space camp. And the cool thing is that, because I had been like sheltered for so many years, so I didn't meet a lot of kids. And then on this first day at camp, there were like hundreds of kids. And that first day was like a get acquainted day. So whoever you picked to talk to was gonna be your friend. But you couldn't talk to everybody. So it would be pretty sick to be able to do that day over and just meet different kids. And just like have lifelong friends from like, you know, different pockets of these different schools from all around the country.
That's cool.
Because you just never knew, and I didn't even like know that many people. But to be able to just walk to another kid and be like, "Hey, what's up, man? My name's Ryan. Like, I go to school here," and then instantly you're like friends is crazy. It's not like today where you have to like have a rapport, or you have to have some kind of.
And then you gotta watch out if they're like fucked up or something's wrong with them. You know, like.
What if you pick a wrong kid and you're like, fuck, I picked the wrong. This kid's a weirdo.
But that's pretty sick.
Grasshoppers in his pocket.
What the tater tots, dude?
What up, guys? Thank you for watching us for so long. If you like what we do, please support our Patreon. Joe, tell them what we have to offer.
So every week you get 2 videos. One never released director's cut, and another one 2 half for YouTube, Patreon only. Every freaking week you get that, and you get access to our Discord where you can come chat with us.
And ask us questions that become episodes here, because we're gonna answer them and we're gonna take it seriously, and we wanna give you the responses that you want. So come stay connected with us, join our Patreon, click the description below for full details.
Dead
For
grasshoppers.
me, the day I'd relive over and over again. So a couple years ago, it was like during COVID, right? And it was kind of shit because everything's going to hell, right? And I remember Anthony's dance studio closed down.
So stupid.
That's the day I'd relive over and over.
Over and over.
What was it like for Anthony at that time?
It wasn't good.
Did you talk to him that day?
Yeah, of course.
What did he say?
I don't know. He's crying.
You couldn't wait there to be by his side so you could be witness his crying. Witness his failures.
He was
Watching the Kinja's studio get closed over and over and over.
All over the world. All 3
Wait,
in
which
China, the
studio?
one here.
Are you talking about when they closed the big one or when they closed the small one?
Yeah, yeah.
All of them. The China, the domino effect. He loved like one after another closing down.
That's the day. That's the day for me.
From downtown, from Monterey Park,
Yeah.
China,
All of it.
all
How
the
would you
branches.
live the day differently? Like if it was Groundhogging, or would you just do the exact
I
same?
would just do the same exact thing. Yeah,
just grovel in it?
yeah, I had a great time. Bart,
Brutal.
I'm thinking.
you could do wedding day. It's probably mine.
Wedding day?
Yeah, probably. But I'm afraid. I'm also secondary to that. No, but I'm also afraid because like in my memory of it's so good. What if I relive it over and over again? And I get sick of it and I hate it.
Dude, because that's the problem with the groundhog thing.
That's why it's only fun if you can change the possibilities of the day. That's why like I want to go back to camp because I couldn't meet every kid.
Yeah.
You know, like go back to a day where like you chose A, but there was A to Z.
I see.
You know?
It's interesting.
That's a really good way to look at it. This guy's smart.
2019 for me. The year 2019.
whole
All the
year.
parties, red food parties.
Yeah, I actually that would be a fun day to relive when the first time you came to Foo's house.
What drink did I do? I could switch up the drink that day.
You could change what girls you met.
But, yeah, it was still with Sasha, but yeah. But yeah, I'll switch that up again if I had to. Good times. Bart?
Dude, because I keep hearing voices. I keep hearing Steve's voice in my head from yesterday when we were like, dude, we're just a bunch of simple men, and I feel like
We're not that deep.
Or I'm not that deep at all.
You know what's crazy about memory is last time you, like let's say you remember a moment like your wedding, right?
Yeah.
You're actually remembering the last time you thought about your wedding. It's not yeah. So it's like this effect of like, let's say you had your memory of the wedding, right? You had the wedding, and then you remember it like a year later, and then 2 years later you're thinking about it from the time you remembered it here. So it's this fucking weird chain.
You're like playing telephone with yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
And that's why they say 50% of your memory is a fucking lie.
Yeah, I believe that.
I remember it being 49%.
Yeah.
So we all gaslight ourselves.
Okay, that's different. That's a little different.
And also the state of how you feel today can affect that memory of the past.
Like if you're on your period.
Yep.
That'll really affect it.
Way to suck all the fun out of a memory, dude. Jesus Christ.
Way to focus prompt.
If I ever need to lift myself up with a memory,
Just remember it was a fucking lie.
You're lying to yourself.
Fucking
You're fabricating it.
The day after
Why you living in the past, bro?
the day after me and Tiff got married was a pretty fucking sweet day.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we had a place right on the beach in Malibu, and it was like private beach or whatever access. Which I've learned is that like that's not really private.
Why? Why?
Because it's like they say it's a private beach entrance, but like anyone can go there. Like you can't restrict anybody from going down there. But so anyway, so we woke up. We went paddleboarding. We took a little mushrooms.
Wow.
That's a pretty fun time. But it's just, but once again, when I think about those, like my perfect ideal day is kind of in a way of like what we usually do in the summer, where like usually on a Saturday, I wake up and I teach and train a bunch, like really hard training. And then the rest of the day,
I do like getting training in.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like for me to do it over and over again, I need like to have a really hard, productive morning.
Yeah.
For me to be able to enjoy myself, because if I don't have that, I feel like such a piece of trash that I won't settle and be happy. And usually, what we do is we go to like my mother-in-law's house. We go sit by the pool. And we have like a whole family carne asada thing, which is pretty fucking sweet. It's really hard to beat. But once again, I'm a simple man.
Yeah, we're not deep.
We're not deep at all.
We had a great conversation yesterday at lunch where we were laying over there and we're just like,
We're looking at each other.
we're just not that deep.
Yeah, I was like, I can't put sentences together like.
Anthony's still up here. He's still up here blabbering about his fucking dreams and shit. And me and Nick are back there laughing because we're like, I'm not that deep.
When Anthony Lee starts talking about the duality of man, I'm like, I don't know what that means, dude. I was like, there's only one of me. There's only one guy.
He was doing that. He was like telling you guys some bullshit about like whatever the fucking
Was I there?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
I think you're always there, but you're always not there.
It was at lunch and he was talking about like, the beauty of like if you think about like life and shit. And me and Nick are back there. I'm like, I'm just thinking about like what am I gonna have for dinner?
Yeah. He was talking about how he saw like a beautiful view.
Oh, the fucking waves crashing the fucking.
Yeah, how small you feel. And I was like, this would be a cool wallpaper for my phone. Snap. That's what I think.
I was like, oh, can I get this on both of my screens if it's a screensaver?
He just bought a house. He's having a good day, man.
Steve was like, wow, nice poem.
He's writing haikus and shit.
When I see waves crashing into a mountain, I'm like,
Anthony's face after he said the whole thing was just like, God, dude, you just killed his.
we're simpletons, man.
I was just like, I wonder if the Celtics are gonna close it out tonight.
The duality of man.
He literally said that shit.
He said something like it, dude. He's like, when you look.
No, he said he was fucking. The waves made him feel like he's small. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at the waves and being like, if I were to get caught out there, do you think I can make it back on those rocks? That's what I'm thinking, dude.
Could I swim against the tide?
I'm thinking if I dragon punched it, would it split?
Which jiu-jitsu technique can I use?
I think Anthony just has acid trip thoughts while he's sober.
Yeah.
Not for real though, which is nice. And I realize I'm like, I don't think I'm that thoughtful, man.
I'm jealous too, man.
I think Anthony would sit, he'd stand there. There's a cliffside. There's a waterfall going.
Dude, he dreams in cursive.
And I'd be like, I wonder if there's a fucking pipe up there, like what China did.
I bet there's a fucking pipe up there. You know what? There's a fucking pipe up there.
Bet there is.
There's a fucking pipe up there.
China did that shit. China did that shit. People are trying to enjoy it.
Yeah, my favorite thing is when he has like a very profound concept that he thinks he invented, and then I kind of break it down and turn it into something that he probably doesn't want it to mean, but it sounds similar enough to where I could turn it into that. He had an idea for a utopian society where everyone's sharing and whatever, and I'm like, oh, like a communist.
Yeah, like a fucking communist.
He had an idea for a utopian society?
Well, he wanted, I mean, he's
That sounds so weird.
he's very what do you call it, like he thinks about like everybody loving each other, and he has this like
He's a sweet boy.
he has a very like more like he thinks about like how people should strive to be
Ideal?
morally. Yeah, he's
Okay.
very idealistic, right?
Okay.
So when he's constructing this beautiful world, my favorite thing to do is to make it to give him a similar situation that is not the same, but it's exactly the same because he described it that way.
I would describe it as I like to take his Legos and I like to break them.
Destroy it all.
But I think that's the thing we all love to do.
Yeah.
I love that he's just answering a prompt.
Well, no, this was at lunchtime. We're back here. He's talking about.
It was during non-news.
I was
I only do it on camera. You do it all day.
I was thinking, Christ, I was back there. And me and Nick are just like,
Steve was he was consoling
You do it all day.
because I looked at Steve and I was like, Steve, do you think I'm a deep person? And then he goes, Nah, dude, we're not deep at all.
we're just not deep.
We're very surface level, if anything.
It doesn't mean we're not like, oh, I love my wife and I have good memories and I can talk about her in a nice way because she's like, it's like I have a deep relationship with her, but like my active brain is not deep at all. Like my active brain is like extremely like just whatever. I'm like,
No, yeah. Because I think I'm the same way where like I could be completely content, happy doing the same fucking thing for like 12 straight hours. Like, and I don't feel bored. I don't feel like.
I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
I ain't got beautiful brushstrokes in my fucking thinking.
I was like, what? Breaststroke.
I was like, oh, like this?
But I fucking go in. I just don't explain shit like a fucking guy with writing cursive.
Yeah. But you're still happy being completely silent, right?
Oh, I could do both. Yeah. I deep dive like a motherfucker.
Yeah, your research goes pretty deep.
But when it comes to poetically describing a cabinet, like I don't do that shit. A cabinet.
that's my shit. I'm like,
To think that's Anthony is really funny.
Do that shit.
every Maya Angelou poem I gave up on in like 3 fucking words.
You gotta hear Anthony describe his cabinet, bro. It's pretty tight.
That fool have fucking. He'll develop like spoken word poetry in his mind about a bottle cap or something. You know, like
Bottle cap.
What makes you a man?
He honestly good, yeah. He's good at that.
Did you think of your memory?
I think mine is simple too. It's just like pretty much what I did every single day last week, which is I like waking up and training, and then I like being productive, get some work done, and then
get gains, bro.
and then just swimming around the pool with Taika, and then
He already gets it.
and then take him to go whatever his activities, and then have family dinner, watch a movie together. That's the best.
I think it took Bart a hard, difficult time to say because his life is Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
He's so routine. He probably don't know fucking Monday through Sunday because he does the same thing every day.
Legit. If you want to change up Bart's schedule, he needs like a month and a half.
You know what the coolest thing too is that you kind of are Groundhog Day with Taika because like every day you can show him a movie he's never seen and see his reaction.
That's so sick. I love that.
Like to show your son the movies you love and the first time he sees it, like Back to the Future, like that's gonna be it.
What's cool is he likes watching movies the way I like watching it. So he'll watch a movie like 40 times in a row because he's picking up new things. So I'm watching it with him and we'll keep picking up new things constantly together. And it's pretty cool.
Is there something that you like that he's like, nah, this is whacked at his suck?
Fucking cheese.
Cheese?
He only likes cheese on pizza. He hates cheese and burgers. He doesn't really like. Yeah, he's.
Oh, he doesn't like accents.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. So we pray every night as a family, and not even like a certain denomination or anything. Like, let's just be spiritual.
Yeah.
And then so as we're praying, sometimes like I'll just start saying it random accents, like "Dear Heavenly Father," and he'll be like, "Stop that!" I'm like, what happened? He goes, "I don't know, you're talking funny." I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Dear Heavenly Father. And he gets so fucking pissed.
What about like movies or like a hobby that you have? Has he ever been like, this fucking sucks?
Oh, hobbies? No. But right now he is in the phase of like he likes to compete.
Yeah.
So
Hey, isn't he
he'll be
into
like,
basketball cards right now?
oh, he's into basketball cards like crazy right now. So he'll always like he looks at my collection, looks at his, and he'll like look at them and he's like, and I'm teaching him what like assists mean, points per game, and he'll be like, oh, what does that mean? He only makes 3 points a game. I'm like, that means he can get fired next season.
Why do you have this card, Rip?
I got a buddy who's got a kid, right? And he's looking so forward to like making her into a little fisher. Like he wants to go fishing with her and shit. And I can't wait for the day where she's like, I fucking hate fishing.
Brutal, man.
You can't want it that bad.
So what I've been trying to do, I just don't want to be a little bitch. So when we go on hikes and stuff, like if I catch a lizard, I'll have him like pet it and stuff. And so he's getting used to that. So the other day he found a beetle in the backyard like this, and then I was like, go inside, show mom. He goes, okay. He goes inside and I just hear, ah, get that thing out of here!
You just set him up.
You got a little terrorist, dude. He does whatever you want.
Like, yes.
Little menace.
Boy.
So sick.